pleasant day, everyone. Today, I will be sharing with you an article regarding audiobooks' impact on students' reading experiences by Hartel. This article summarizes the following. This research study utilizes technology for learning, self-direction, and self-selection of materials in an effort to improve the reading experience for the students. With one-to-one mobile technology becoming a staple in schools, the ability to access digital materials for reading is becoming commonplace in classroom as students have access to a wide range of electronic books and audiobooks. This study utilized audiobooks to improve the reading experience for students rather than to create changes in the development of reading abilities. Researchers concluded from this study the climate of a classroom and the opportunity to develop their own preferences can improve the reading experience for the student. The use of audiobooks has impacted motivation to read and engagement in reading because readers interact with audiobooks similarly to the ways in which they interact with printed materials. This study also revealed that audiobooks can lessen reading difficulty and improve focus for students during reading. Furthermore, the reading experience is improved for students when they have the opportunity to choose audiobooks that represent their interests rather than having them assigned by the teacher. Now, let's tackle some of the important points of the article. The first one is independent and reading aloud. The study found that reading aloud to children is the most important activity to build success in reading. They provide a similar experience for students as do books read aloud in the classroom. In addition, the study found that students who participate in independent reading in class read more than students who did not participate in independent reading in class. The student found that student interest influenced reader motivation with 84% of the children. Educators understand that a positive learning environment is best for students when these positive emotions are not associated with reading. Students may feel negatively towards reading. Educators recognize that students learn best when they are actively involved in thinking about their own learning. And last is electronic, audio, and interactive books. In schools, electronic textbooks as well as books students would typically find in print versions in school libraries have become accessible from mobile devices. Interactive electronic books have features that allow readers to interact with the text and illustrations and provide opportunities for personalized learning. Moreover, how audiobooks improve teaching. This study determined the use of audiobooks as it provides opportunities for students to listen and re-listen to stories, read aloud, and have new or challenging vocabulary repeated. Teachers will have the opportunity to have an easy access to audiobooks and reading materials online and learn how to incorporate them into instruction instead of using traditional printed materials. After students had access to the audiobooks for 4 weeks, the same 6 students participated in a semi-structured follow-up interview followed by classroom observation. This is when teachers discovered that they can submit feedback on the use of audiobooks and distribute it electronically. The researchers found that when students were able to select their own books, they did not express unwillingness to read independently. Some of the students in class settled on one book to read independently and committed themselves to read the remainder of the series without teacher intervention. Now, let's discover the use of audiobooks in teaching English. As an aspiring English teacher, I plan to use audiobooks to help my students enhance their reading comprehension, improve reading experience, language proficiency, and improve vocabulary acquisition. I believe that incorporating audiobooks in my teaching will benefit my students to improve what I mentioned in the screen. Furthermore, they will experience more enjoyable way of learning to improve their vocabulary acquisition. I believe that if I use audiobooks in teaching English in the future, the impact to student engagement will contribute to their overall reading and learning experience. As article suggested, that the highest vocabulary acquisition and comprehension for learners improve most when audiobooks are listened to and read visually simultaneously. Within the field of education, it is widely accepted that opportunities for independent reading and reading aloud are components of a successful balanced literacy program. Reading interventions as part of school reform have been used in classrooms, typically to improve word fluency and comprehension with an overarching goal of improving student achievement. I hope you learned from what I shared today. This is Cleph. Thank you so much for listening.